Welcome children. 12th Accountancy, Unit 1, Accounts from Incomplete Records. So this video is continuation of Unit 1, Accounts from Incomplete Record. So in this lesson we are going to see statement of affair, statement of profit, statement of affair format, illustration problems and difference between statement of affair and balance sheet. We already even statement of affair format and statement of affair we already seen. Even though we are going to prepare illustration problem of statement of affair, so once again I'm just explain the statement of profit, statement of affair also. So last video we seen how to prepare the missing figure and how to prepare a profit or loss statement. Everything we in last video we seen. So this video I'm going to explain how to prepare the statement of affair. So I have to explain the statement of affair format, and then I just explain the illustration problem and exercise problem also. So statement of affair. So statement of affair is a statement showing the balance of asset and liabilities on particular date. So it's a statement. If you see the statement of affair, it look like a balance sheet, but it is merely a balance sheet, but it is not a balance sheet. The balance of asset are shown on the right side and the balance of liability on the left side. So it is prepared from incompleted records to find out the capital of the business. So most of the why we have to use the statement of affair in the sense, for statement of affair is using to find out the capital of the business. Statement of affair, we have to use the statement of affair to find out the capital of the business, either opening capital or closing capital. So both the things we have to use the same format. So statement of affair. So right hand side, assets are shown on right side, liabilities on the left side. So this statement resembles a balance sheet. It resembles a balance sheet, but it is not a balance sheet. The difference between the total asset and total liability is taken as a capital. Normally in balance sheet means we have to tally the balance sheet. The whatever the amount comes in the asset side, the equal amount it should come on the liability side also. So usually balance sheet must tally. So but statement of affair we have to find out the difference. So statement of affair is resemble a balance sheet, but it is not a balance sheet. So here the difference between the total asset and total liability is taken as a capital. Capital equal to asset minus liability. So we have to compare a asset and liability. The difference be taken as a capital. So this is a statement of affair. So this is statement of affair of format. So you have to open the statement of affair format on double side of your ledger note. I just repeatedly tell the same thing. So you must open the statement of affair on double side of your ledger note. So while you are opening double side, middle of your note, okay, top of the middle, you have to write in the books of statement of affair. In the books of whoever maybe whatever they are given the name in your book, you have to write the name. So in the books of dash statement of affair on whatever the date they are mentioned in your sum, you have to mention. So if you are not write the, or if you are not draw the format properly, you won't get a mark. So format is very much important for calculating a opening capital and closing capital. So you must be carefully watch this video and listen this video, and once or twice or thrice you have to try to write the format. If you are well known the format only, you have to easily prepare the statement of affair. Otherwise it's very difficult to prepare a statement of affair. So you must learn the format. So I already told you right hand side is asset, left hand side is a liability. So in your ledger note you have to write these things on your right side. So asset, cash in hand, cash at bank, sundry debtor, bills receivable, stock in trade, prepaid expenses, fixed asset. So while these things you have to enter on a particular column. So we have a date column, particular column, and a small LF number column. Then we have a two amount column. So in date column normally we don't have any date, so we didn't mention any date on the date column. So particular column you have to write a asset. So in particular column you have to write the name of the assets. Then we have a two amount column, one is the inner column, another one is outer column. In outer column only you have to use this, you have to put the amount. Even if we have any adjustment, I already told you for opening capital and closing capital, both the capital we have to use the same format, but while you are computing a closing capital we have to make some adjustments. Opening capital we don't have any adjustments, so normally all the adjustment we are made on the end of the year only. So if you find out or if you compute the closing capital, then you have to adjust some adjustments, you have to make some adjustment on some entries. For example, debtors, if you have any bad debts, then you have to minus the debtors. So like if you have any adjustment, then you have to use the inner column. After adjusting thing, then you have to post the amount on outer column. So likewise you have to prepare. When you are preparing a problem, you easily understand. So this is a format. So asset, cash in hand, cash at bank, sundry debtor, bills receivable, stock in trade, prepaid expenses, fixed asset. Fixed asset means we have many type of fixed asset. So whatever the assets they are given, whatever the asset name they are given, you have to write. So likewise we have a left hand side liability. So sundry creditor, bills payable, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft. So these capital, this is a balancing figure, this is a capital, these things only we are going to find out. So we have to compare the asset and liability, the differences is the balancing figure. So capital, balancing figure. So this is a format. So write a format one or two times, then only you can easily understand the format. If you are not known the format, it is very difficult to prepare a statement of affair. So children, please learn this video. So watch carefully and learn the things. So I'm going to explain the illustration 6. So this is the illustration 6. So page number 10, illustration number 6. From the following are the balance of Shanti as on 31st December 2018. So based on the year ending information they are given. So this is a book of Shanti. So particulars, bills receivable they are given 6,000, bills payable 4,000, machinery 60,000, furniture 10,000, sundry creditor 25,000, stock 45,000, debtor 70,000, cash 40,000. So you must know what are the items comes on liability side, what are the items comes under the asset side. So bills receivable. Bills receivable is a asset. So we have to show on the asset side. Bills payable is a liability. So you have to while you are going to prepare the sum, you have to write like this also. So A means asset. So you have to mention AL likewise. So bills receivable is asset, bills payable is a liability, machinery is asset, furniture also asset, sundry creditor is a liability, stock is asset, debtor is asset, cash is a asset. So these are all the items they are given in the sum illustration. So likewise you have to open the format. So I didn't have a ledger note, so I have to open this. So you have to open the statement of affair in double side of your ledger note. Right hand side is asset, left hand side is a liability. So you have two columns, inner column and outer column. If any adjustments we have, then we have to use the inner column. After adjusting the sums, then we have to post it into outer column. So if you don't have any adjustment, then you have to put the amount on a outer column only. So likewise you have to open. So liability, asset. So we have a bills receivable, bills payable, machinery, furniture, sundry creditor, stock, debtor, cash. So first liability side. So liability, bills payable they are given, sundry creditor they are given. So only two things only comes under the liability side. So sundry creditors. First I am going to write the sundry creditor. So sundry creditor. sundry creditor. So how much sundry creditor? Sundry creditor, the amount is, they are given sundry creditor 25,000. So 25,000. Then next bills receivable. So next bills receivable, sorry, bills payable. So bills payable 4,000. So right hand side asset. So we have to write all the whatever the asset we have. So we have to write here. So asset side, I have to write all the asset whatever they were given. So bills receivable they are given here. So I have to write the bills receivable, sundry debtor, likewise I have to write. So first we have to write the cash, stock, debtor. So cash. So cash they are given. Cash amount is 4,000. So I have to write the 4,000. Then they are given a debtor. So debtors 70,000. So debtor is 70,000. Then stock. So stock they are given 45,000. Then cash, stock, debtor. Then we have a bills receivable. So bills receivable we have. So the amount of bills receivable is 6,000. Then we have a furniture. So furniture also asset. Furniture, the amount of furniture is 10,000. Then one more asset, machinery. So that is also we have to write. So machinery. So machinery, the value of machinery is 60,000. So whatever the information they are given in illustration, so we have to enter all these things. Liability, we have a creditor 25,000, so I have to put a 25,000. Then bills payable, so that is a liability. Bills payable also liability 4,000. So asset we have a cash, debtor, stock, bills receivable, furniture, machinery. So cash is 4,000, debtor is 70,000, stock 45,000, bills receivable 6,000, furniture 10,000, machinery 10,000. In this sum there is no adjustment. So we have to enter as it is what they are given. We have to fill all the information in the asset side and liability side. So whatever the items comes under the liability side, we have to enter as it is. Whatever the item comes under the asset side, we have to enter the same. So now we have to add separately. Liability side you have to add separately. Asset side you have to add separately. If you add liability, you get a if you add a asset, you get a 1,95,000. How much? So 1,95,000. So you have to put a highest value on both the side. So 1,95,000. So children, you have to add the liability side separately, asset side separately. So if you add asset side, we get 1,95,000. If you add a liability side, we have to get a 29,000. So 1,95,000 minus 29,000, we are getting a 1,66,000. So this 1,60,000, we have find out this amount is called a capital amount. So this amount, so I just highlight this amount. So this is the value we have to find out from adding asset and liability separately. Then we have to find out the answer. So we have to compare asset with liability. We are getting a capital. So asset 1,95,000. We are getting a liability 29,000. So 95,000 minus 20,000. We are getting a 1,66,000. This is a balancing figure of capital. So this is a balancing figure. So you have to write like this. So this is a balancing figure. This is a capital. So capital, in bracket you have to write the balancing figure. What is the amount we have to find out? 1,66,000. 1,66,000. So again I just explained this problem. So we have they are given a problem here, illustration 6, page number 10. So from the following balance of Shanti as on 31st December 2018. So Shanti's December 2018 balance they are given here. So we have a particular bills receivable 6,000. So bills receivable is an asset. So bills payable is a liability. Machinery is asset. Furniture is asset. Sundry creditor is a liability. Stock is asset. Debtor is asset. Cash is a asset. So first we want to classify assets and liabilities. Then we have to post it into the statement of affairs. So statement of affairs, you have to open a double side. So right hand side is asset, left hand side is a liability. So if you don't have any adjustment, you have to put the amount on the outer column of your ledger note. So in liability, I have to fill the sundry creditors and bills payable. So sundry creditor is 25,000. So then bills payable is 40,000. Likewise, I have to put a asset for 4,000, debtor 70,000, stock 45,000, bills receivable 6,000, furniture 10,000, machinery 60,000. So likewise, I have to add all the information. I have to put all the information. After filling the information, I have to find out the value. So I have to separately add a liability side and asset side. I get a 1,95,000 and 29,000. If you add a asset, you get a 1,95,000. You have to put a highest value on both the column. So both the side you have to put a highest value. From the highest value, I have to minus the lowest value. I get a answer. So liability side I get only 29,000. From 1,95,000, I just minus 29,000. I got a 1,66,000. So this is called a capital. So this is a balancing figure we find out through the statement of affairs. So children, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I will clear your doubts. So this is a illustration. Likewise, I am going to work out a exercise problem also. So after I explain the exercise problem, you too try one or two problems in same type. Then only you can easily understand that concept of statement of affairs. Thank you, children. Next problem we are going to work out illustration 7, page number 11. So first I read the illustration. So watch carefully. On 1st April 2017, Ganesh started his business with capital of 75,000. So Ganesh started his business 1 April 2017 with a capital of 75,000. He did not maintain a proper book of account. The following particulars are available from his books 31st/3/2018. So he started 1st April 2017. So after and the end of 2017-18, the following details are available in his books of account. So they are given some information. So cash, stock of goods, bills receivable, furniture, landing, debtors, creditors, cash at bank, bills payable. So cash is asset, stock of goods is asset, bills receivable is asset, furniture is asset, land and building also asset, debtor asset, creditor liability, cash at bank asset, bills payable liability. So we have only two liabilities, others are assets. Then during the year he withdraw 15,000 for his personal use. So he introduced capital 75,000. So this is a opening capital. So they are mentioned that 1st April 2017 he started business. So this is a opening capital, and during the year he withdraw 15,000. Withdraw means drawings. So this is a drawing. He withdraw 15,000 for his personal use. Then he introduced further capital of 20,000 during the year. So additional capital introduced 20,000. So opening capital is 75,000. Then drawing is 15,000. Additional capital is 20,000. So in this information we are going to prepare statement of affair to find out a closing capital, because we have a opening capital, drawing, additional capital, but we didn't have a closing capital. So if you want to prepare a statement of profit, then we have to compare with the opening capital and closing capital. So to compare the opening capital, closing capital only, we are getting a profit. So if you want to find out a profit, we need both the capitals, opening and closing. Here they are given a opening capital, but there is no opening capital. So for computing a closing capital, we have to open a statement of affair. So I already told you. So you have to open. So for preparing a statement of affair, they are giving these items. So cash asset, stock of good asset, bills receivable as asset, furniture asset, land and building asset. Likewise here debtor is asset, creditor is a liability, cash at bank is asset, bills payable is a liability. So in this sum we have only two liabilities, others are asset. We are going to prepare statement of affair. See how to prepare statement of affair. So now we are going to prepare illustration 7 solution, page number 11. So in the likewise you have to write on your ledger note. So in the middle you have to write like this: in the books of Shanti, statement of affair as on 31st December 2018. But this illustration is for Ganesh. So statement of affair 31st December 2018. So illustration 7, page number 11. So likewise you have to open. So we have only two, already I show that question. We have only two liabilities, creditors and bills payable. So how much the creditor they are given? 9,000, and bills payable 6,000. So liability side I have to write the creditors. So how much the creditors? 9,000. Likewise I have bills payable. How much bills payable they are given? 6,000. Other things are asset. See in your book. So we have a cash, stock of goods, bills receivable, furniture, building, debtor, bills, cash at bank. So I have to write all the assets on asset side. So cash 5,000. So stock I have 18,000. Then bills receivable, so bills receivable 7,000. Furniture, so I have furniture 3,000. Then land and building, so land and building 30,000, 30,000. Then debtor, so debtors also I have 16,000. Then cash at bank, so cash at bank 24,000. That's it. So only we have a 7 item in asset, 2 item in liability. So what are the items? So creditor 9,000, bills payable 6,000. Likewise, I have a cash, asset side 5,000, stock 18,000, bills receivable 7,000, furniture 3,000, land and building 30,000, debtor 16,000, cash at bank 24,000. So I have to add separately. Liability I have add separately, asset I have add separately. So if I add asset, I got a 1,03,000. How much I will get? 1,03,000. So both the side, same parallel of line you have to write. So 1,03,000. So from 1,03,000, I'm going to minus 15,000. How much I'm going to minus? 15,000. 9,000 plus 6,000, I got a 15,000. So 1,03,000 minus 15,000, I get a 88,000. So this is a balancing figure I find out. So this is a closing capital. So I have to write a closing capital 88,000. So this is this balancing figure only how to find out. So you have to write a balancing figure. Likewise you have to write. So even I have to explain this. So I have 2 liabilities and 7 assets. So I have to put all the liabilities in liability side, asset side in assets. Assets are in asset side. So after put the items, I have to add separately from the liability side and asset side. So I got a 1,03,000 is highest value. So I put a highest value on the both the side of ledger note. Then both the side you have to put the same parallel line, okay, in your ledger note. Then I have to find out liability side 15,000. From highest value I have to minus the lowest value, I got a answer. This is a balancing figure. So this is a balancing figure. This is called a closing capital. So likewise you have to prepare the statement of affair. Then after find out the statement of affair, closing capital. So statement of affair for using to find out the capital. So in this sum they are given a opening capital but they are not given a closing capital. So that we have to open a statement of affair to find out the closing capital. So after find out the closing capital, we have to open a statement of profit or loss. So after statement of if you want to prepare a statement of affair, you have to use the single side of your ledger note. So you have to use a single side of your ledger note. So you have to write a statement of profit or loss, statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st March 2018. So we have a date column, then particulars, then amount column. So first, closing capital. So this closing capital only we have to find out through the statement of affair. So closing capital. So this is a closing capital we have to find out. So 88,000. So we have to put this 88,000 here, statement of profit. So 88,000. Add, we have a drawing. They are given in your book. So how much they are given a drawing? So during the year they withdraw 15,000. So here 15,000 they are given. So we have to write the 15,000. So if you add this, . 15,000 1,03,000. So 88,000 plus 15,000 we get a 1,03,000. So from this we have to minus the additional capital. That is also they are given in your problem. See, further capital introduce how much? 20,000. So 20,000 they are introduced further capital 20,000. So we have to minus a 20. So 83,000. This 83,000 is called a adjusted closing capital. So this amount is called a adjusting closing capital. After adjusting closing capital, from the adjusting closing capital we have to minus the opening capital. So see, opening capital they are given 75,000 in the top of your problem. So Ganesh started business with capital, so this is a opening capital. So 75,000 they are given, so we have to going to minus 75,000. So I already told you, if opening capital is more than adjusted closing capital, it is a profit. See children, adjusting closing capital is more than opening capital is more than adjusting capital. So here the positive nature, here the negative nature. So it is more than, if it is a adjusting closing capital is positive, then we get a profit. 83,000 minus 75,000, we will get 8,000. So these 8,000 is a profit made during the year. So this is a profit we have to find out through statement of profit. So even just I explain again. See, this is a statement of affair. So we have to open a statement of affair on single side. So closing capital we have to find out through the statement of affair. So we have to put 8,000. See, so this is a statement of affair. So through the statement of affair we have to find out the closing capital. So after find outing the closing capital, we have to prepare the statement of profit. The children, statement of profit. So closing capital 88,000. Drawing, we have to add the drawing also they are given in your book. So given in this problem, so 88,000 plus 15,000 we get a 1,03,000. From the 1,03,000 I have to minus the additional capital. So already additional capital, so they are given 20,000. So 1,03,000 minus 20,000 I get a 83,000. So from the that 83,000 is called a adjusted closing capital. From the adjusted closing capital you have to minus the opening capital. So whenever you have to find out this value, you have to write the adjusted closing capital. So if you are not write this adjusting closing capital, then you won't get a mark. So after writing adjusting closing capital, from the adjusting closing capital we have to minus a profit. So minus the opening capital we get a profit. So how much we have opening capital is 75,000. So adjusting closing capital is more than opening capital, then it is a profit. So 83,000 minus 75,000 we will get 8,000. So this is a this is what statement of profit. This is this is a method to find out the profit or loss through the statement of affair. So in this sum we have to prepare a statement of affair and statement of profit. So what is the purpose we have to open a statement of affair, children? So we have to find out the closing capital, we have to open the statement of affair. So after opening a statement of affair, we have to find out the closing capital. So if you want to prepare a profit or loss, we need a capital, both a closing and opening capital. So in this sum they are given a opening capital, but they are not given closing capital. So that we have to open and find out the opening capital through the statement of affair. After find outing the statement of affair, we have to prepare the statement of profit based on all the information they are given in the problem. So closing capital, add drawing, minus additional capital, we are getting adjusting closing capital. adjusted closing capital minus opening capital, we get a profit. So you to try to work out the problems. So children, you to work out illustration not illustration. So I have to work out the illustration 7. So you must try to work out the exercise problems. So I just mentioned the name of exercise, number of the exercise, sorry. Children, you must work out the problem number 6 and 7. So 6, 7 is a assignment. So you have to find out in 6th problem, you have to find out the capital. So you have to prepare a statement of affair is enough. Then 7th problem, first you have to find out the statement of affair, then you have to find out the profit or loss. So you must be work out 6 and 7, page number 32 and 33. Thank you children. Next class we will see bills receivable and bills payable. So watch the video carefully. If you have any doubt, you can ask me children. Thank you.